Hey guys, welcome to the stream. I know it's a late one today. Well, it's not really that late. It's 8:30 here in California. But I know everybody is in crazy time zones that are not California. Hello, Milk51. Let's go over to the live chat. All right. So today we are doing an evening stream because I woke up late. Had to go to Home Depot to get some plants. And I didn't want to do art until just now. So now we're going to do a cool evening stream with cool evening vibes. And maybe if we finish the art early, we'll play some games or something. I don't know. Anything could happen. This week was really bad for OBS. My stream software broke after the last stream, and it took me a couple of days to actually repair it. So I don't know if there are problems with the OBS setup. I don't think there are. I checked everything, but there could be some problems. It was not looking good. It was looking like some plugin or something was broken or maybe a piece of faulty hardware, but I realized it was actually a VST plugin for my microphone for sound post-processing kind of stuff. It was just telling me volume meters, which I don't need. Let's see. So there are a couple of improvements to the stream. Nothing big, but I'll show you what they look like. Okay, so when we don't have a Photoshop file open, it shows a loading bar. And then when Photoshop opens, here it goes. Boom. How cool is that? We're going to open SpaceCat. Here we go. Cool. And it should work for other things as well. Like the other layout. I think it'll do it for this layout as well, which I use sometimes. Cool. And then this still works. Yep. Doesn't have all the chat in there, but that's okay. If people type, it'll show up. Awesome. Oh, I know what's missing is the stats. We got to get the stats going here. Nope, not that. I want is, there we go, the Twitch stats. Boom. Okay, so actually this is not right. Hold on a second. Okay, there we go. All right, so that was broken. That would have actually been a problem. There we go. All right, cool. That's what I want. I don't want the display capture. I want window capture. Dude, I've been doing good, man. It's been really, really hot in Burbank. I think it was like 97 yesterday, and it was like really hot today. And it just... There's like no air conditioning in California, or like no good air conditioning. Like my place is cooled by like a little heater, so you really feel the temperature. All right, he's from Cali too. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't understand what's going on with like apartments here. Just like, oh, no such thing as central air. But luckily my place is really cool, and I can, well, I made it really cool. I can actually control the AC from my computer. So I'm going to turn it down a little bit. All right, so artwork. I think we're almost done with this. What I want to do is what I want to do today is all right, Mug, thank you for the follow. I just want to move some elements around. Like this tree right here is tangenting. And this tree is like on top of the spaceship. So I feel like that should just be like here or something. And then we're gonna clean up a little bit of this area and this area, I think. And then we're gonna put the tones on. So it's not gonna, I don't think it's gonna take too long today to do this. I think that it'll be somewhat quick. And I wanna just clean up the trees a little bit. They're just like they're kind of rough. They don't really show like everything. So that is the plan, I think. Dude, I'm glad you're liking the spaceship. Thank you. We did spend a lot of time on that yesterday. Or, sorry, last week. Last time, I so to say. Okay, so let's grab this guy. He's just not... This really needs to be like down here. What was my inspiration for the spaceship? I think originally I was gonna make it like a Battlestar Galactica, like X-Wing thing, just like a long nose fighter. And then I was looking at some round spaceships on another monitor, and I was like, it should be more round, like a rabbit. Like, so it has kind of like it has like the stance of like a rabbit, I think. Like it's kind of like up like that and looking over its nose. And then it has little little guys right here. I mean, I just look at a lot of different spaceships when I draw, so that I always try to stay inspired. Do I do a lot of urban sketching? I don't, but I really should. I mean, I take my sketchbook out whenever I go out, and sometimes there is a place to draw, but it really only happens maybe a few times a year that I am drawing it something like physically in front of me that I'm at a place. I like to do it, but I almost never leave my apartment, to be honest. I was going to ask for tips. I think you should wear sunscreen if you go outside. That would be my hot tip for outside drawing. Lame-o. It's already looking a little bit better. Could do better spacing right here, I think. Just don't want this trees to be hitting. I think maybe this cylinder should be made out of cylinders. Might add that. Thank you. Sparks 707. Hey Brent, how's everything going? Kirby hype. It's going good. We're just drawing some space stuff. Well, I'm glad you guys think it looks good. See, I don't actually remember what this area is supposed to be right here, so we might need to clean that up as well. And I think we need to get another sparkling water. Might be all out. All right, BRB 1 second. All right. New sparkling water. And so my brother got me this koozie for well, he uses it for beer, but I don't really drink when I'm by myself, so this is always for sparkling water. I wish it was like orange or something. That would be cool. Crisp. Very crisp. Okay, I don't know what this is supposed to be down here. Oh, this is part of the landing system. I don't know what this is either. That was something. Sci-fi. Yes, we're going for a sci-fi background in this one. That round cute lines on the ship, that could be a Mega Man's ship. Maybe. Actually don't know what Mega Man's ship looks like. Mega Man ship. I see certain round ships, yeah, maybe. I like these. Okay, we gotta get the this like far background figured out a little bit more than this. Wait, sorry, that reminds me, as Android and cute chibi star, I always think of Mega Man having played too much SNES on my childhood. Keats Can Draw, thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, I didn't really play that. Well, I never had any console games growing up, but I think the SNES is cool. I did watch one of my friends play a Mega Man game, though, on Discord one time, and it seemed very difficult. And just a reminder, guys, if we can get 500 followers, we're gonna do a BAM Discord Among Us night. Among Us. Also, cheers from Brazil, Brent. Hey, y'all. Hello. We're doing pretty good. We reached the, I forget what the previous goal was. Maybe just 300 or something like that pretty quickly. So I had to up it because otherwise it has to be something. It needs to be something really meaningful that I actually will deliver a meaningful thing on. So 500 followers is the goal now. I feel like the last goal was just background art process stream, so we are doing that currently, but it's gonna be like, well, actually, if we finish this background tonight, I will have completed the obligation of the background art process stream. Yes, Among Us, we're doing it. That's why you got to make sure to follow. So I don't know how I want to do these hills here, but they're just make sure that they're rounded, I think. All right. It's looking better. Love floaty islands. Who knows how they got there or why they stay up there, but they're cool, and that's what counts. Yeah, me too. I really liked Nagrand in the Burning Crusade in Classic WoW. I just thought that was really cool, and like all the Outland stuff had like little floating islands. And now it's like a thing. Oh, also like Zen in Half-Life 2. These are all very. I loved all that stuff. It was very inspiring to me. Maybe it's derivative now, but I think I just want to pay homage to all that stuff. It's getting much cleaner, I think. So we might be able to do the tones soon. I just need to look for areas that need to be fixed up, I think. Hold on, I have to do a shot of Mucinex. Pray for me, I'll BRB. Good luck. I hope it clears you out. Looking for areas to fix up. Oh, the joy of artist tropes, always torturing ourselves. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's the way I draw is, or sketch at least, is just look for the worst areas and keep improving them until the whole thing is like fine. I don't know if that's like the best way to go about it, but I feel like that's how I do it. like these guys right here, you can't quite see through them, or like they have really not good overlapping, so we should just clean them up, I think. And then it'll be like a little bit cleaner. And then here we have like a bit of a slope issue. So this needs to all be maybe we could put a couple interesting edges on this stuff right here. Although I don't know, it's maybe a little bit overkill. Yes, you know your process, your workflow got me thinking about recently, and friends started web novel, never read one, thus read some. They simplified at a lot. A friend... So you're saying your friend started a web file and then... they did it very simply because it was very complicated? Or you're saying they took a lot of shortcuts? Also, it would be way better if we had like a sick, like, you know, gamer chair type thing right here. Really like thin. Yeah, exactly. See, that's like way cooler already. And then you could just imply like a little control thing right there. asset filters, doodle overs instead of pages with panels, or with 12. Now they do 3 or 4 per chapter. Yeah, so it seems like they simplified a lot out. Full pages per month, very demanding. Webtoon posts 5 pages and 5 pages with 3 panels. Oh yeah, Webtoon creators are insane. I have no idea how they crank out that much at such regular pace. Yeah, I don't understand Webtoon. It's really... Are people subscribing to them and paying per month or something like that? Also, I tried to read some Webtoons and it feels like they're all like... they feel like YA romance, like genre, and yeah, they're kind of these like pretty anime boys type, like anime / Western romance novels, with no backgrounds and just like very pretty characters. They don't draw backgrounds, like, and a lot of backgrounds made in SketchUp. And if there's backgrounds, and also it's like one panel at a time that you have to read vertically, so there's no like page layout. It's really that's like the most annoying form of comic reading I've ever seen. Are they just all like that? I don't understand. It feels like it really feels like the death of the medium to like not have a page layout and to only be like a single stream of panels that are all the same size. It just takes forever to like scroll through, and you have to scroll down. I mean, I guess it's all designed for like phone stuff, but I feel like that's also very depressing to me. Like the idea that nothing can be popular if it can't be viewed on like a 3-inch screen. Yes, it can be heavy on romance, but I think that's because of the format straightforward action. The vertical makes the artist focus on style. Yeah, the vertical format I think really impacts like what those comics are. I've always really hated like vertically formatted content for phones. So I think it was another thing that just immediately pissed me off when I saw it. I was like, oh my God, of course this is a thing now. I hate vertical video. If I ever do webcomic, I will for sure format it to that page. I'm so used to that. Yeah, I think so. I mean, that's what I would want to do. I just don't think that... I don't know if there's an audience for like webcomics that are on a website anymore. I don't know if that's true, but I don't know any webcomics that people like type in the URL and like go to. It feels like all of the... Like if you're going to have a webcomic about gaming or whatever, it basically has to be instantly shareable on Reddit and look like it took no effort. And just be something that goes to the top page. And no one is ever going to click back to your site. Like it has to be made exclusively for social media. And then obviously the Webtoon format is like perfect for like the aggregation of romance comics. Because that's where people go to like look at that stuff. But I guess I'm not really in the webcomic game. I don't know like what is out there. Oh yeah, don't get me started on vertical video. I make that stuff for TikTok. It's yeah, exactly. But on that note, it's the pinnacle of focus on script being done for the storyline. I think that's what pulls romance, but on that note, it can be done very good horror and thriller. Yeah, I'm sure there's amazing examples of all of it. I just haven't come across anything in so long because I'm not looking for it, so I don't even know what's out there. Sometimes I wonder what happened to like the big web comics of the past, like what those people are doing now. Like I don't think Penny Arcade is anywhere near as popular as it once was, and I never see their comics like posted anywhere online ever, because I think people just forgot that the website existed. And I read it like recently, and I was like, okay, I mean, they're still making jokes about current games. Like, this is probably relevant, even though I don't know what these games are. But I've just never seen it like being posted anywhere. Not like it was. Like if Penny Arcade made a gaming comic about a current popular game, that comic was like reposted everywhere. And now it never leaves the site. Oh yeah, it's still there. I check it occasionally. I tried to like pick up reading again because I was like, okay, I think I'm following more games recently, so I want to see what they're saying about certain games. And it's basically, it feels like the same it's ever been. Like, you know, they pick up a game for like 4 to 6 hours over the weekend, and then like come Monday they're like, all right, what are we gonna say about this? So it's not like the most in-depth like observational joke they could have made, but it's like, it always feels like kind of if you played the game for like 3 to 4 hours, you will understand the joke. Vertical video and async video, that's what's coming up next. What is async video? Is that like video that you can turn like both ways and it's fine? So we need like, gotta do some ellipses here, I think. Dude, I was pretty close on this ellipse. Just want to point that out right there. It's pretty sick, if you ask me.
Never heard of async video, but if I understand, it's just what video sharing is already. Yeah, well, I'm waiting for an answer. I think it's video that can go both ways. That would be very disappointing. I think that's what Quibi did. Wait. No, I think it's like video messaging. Like if you were to like send somebody a video message and then they get it and then they respond with a video message. I think that's what it is. Yo, Nami, hi. Okay, now we gotta do this right here. Make sure this is up to snuff. Out of curiosity, it looks like Quibi used a 3480 pixel screen. Hold on, I gotta scroll up. And pan scan it both ways to fit both media. Yeah, so I saw some storyboards on Quibi, and it looked like they were planning their compositions in a T shape, where like the bottom part was or maybe they did it in a plus sign. I feel like they did it in like a T, where like the bottom part was like the widescreen and the top and the vertical was like going up, and so there were two black areas like that formed like a T shape, so that they didn't have to draw and animate in those parts, at least, because it just wasn't going to be there. But that just felt very patronizing. Just this idea that you're making content for somebody who is so brain dead that they don't understand aspect ratios, and they don't like turn their phone like this. Like, is that really like the level of intelligence of like the average viewer, that they're just too dumb these days to know to turn their phone? Like, people complain that the writing on Game of Thrones is bad. And so we have an audience that understands that, like, the difference between good and bad writing, but is still too dumb to rotate their phone. Yeah, I'm definitely just not willing to do it. Let's see. Oh, okay. We have another person saying something. Async video is very crazy. Once business pick up where we are done. I was created as a variant of motion asset turned into a video tool. I'm serious. Everyone will start to use it and learn once Adobe Pickup, implement, push. It was created. Yeah. I think that my only thoughts on video messaging is that people are incredibly lazy and like not content creators. So I feel like the idea of normal people like recording a video of themselves and then sending it to someone hinges on them being motivated enough to essentially be like a mini content creator, which I can't see people doing. Like it's hard enough to get people to buy a webcam for like Zoom meetings or even like a headset microphone. So I think like unless it's kind of something where it's basically like social media where 80% of the people are just consuming it without actually posting anything. Yeah. Draw Sumi hopping in for a moment to say, I love your stuff, bro. I hope you're doing well and having a good day, and thanks for being awesome. And plenty of emojis. Thank you. I'm doing great. We're talking about like uses for vertical video format. And fixing a spaceship, so things are going very well today, I think. I wonder if we should do that. I think what I want is it to be a little bit more like that would be good. You know what would be sick actually is instead of making content vertically and making it so it can go both ways, why don't we just program phones to be horizontal? Like put like a keyboard like here and here, and you just do it like this, and then all of the screens like are all horizontal finally. And yeah, and then there's just a little 4x3 screen, and instead of trying to type like this, you type like this, like normally. Yeah, and then there could actually be buttons on the side of the screen instead of it being like here. And then websites would display better. You could like it would be a stab at social media because it would be harder to scroll because you see less, so it would make people less interested in social media because it's like slightly less like, because social media is all about making a super narrow stream of content where you can see like the image and then the top half of another image which you might want to see. So it keeps you going up and down. But if you made it like this, then you don't even see the whole image and you're just immediately not interested. So it just encourage people to stop using social media. I think some older phones were like that. I think it definitely peaked on my BlackBerry. That was like the best experience. Dude, the sliding keyboard is amazing. I would love that. I feel like, although I don't know if it would make me a better like phone typer if I had one of those. I love BlackBerry keyboards. That was like the best ever. Oh my god, somebody wrote a book. Yes, a lazy format of content. Async will make more UX friendly and be used on all media, and I extrapolate the first giant social media platform that implements it. Oh boy, but also many games giving coupons still didn't pick up on Western platforms like the Chinese Pinduoduo does. We have a lot of tendencies coming up. You can hit a jackpot and discount on groceries while spending time scrolling and chatting. Yeah, that is a lot of emojis. It's all good. I can kind of see what you're saying. A lot of stuff is going to become more like prizes based on interaction based. To make sure that social media feels even more like gambling. Alright, we should just a little bit. I'm gonna fix this thing right here. There we go. Let's put some tones down. Put some tones down, I think. See what it looks like. How long have we been doing? An hour and a half? It's tone time. So we're just gonna, well, we're gonna keep it kind of simple. I'm astounded with the absolute grace every industry artist, BG artist uses the lasso tool. My professor is the same way. It's like magic. I mean, I was pretty loose with it, to be honest, but you know, the line art really does a lot of the heavy lifting. It kind of makes it look cleaner than it really is. I mean, I could have used the polygon lasso tool and made it like click through, but the polygon lasso tool just always like breaks after a number of like selections, so it's not always super reliable for super long selections. It's almost easier just to erase out. The speed, yeah. Well, it definitely can speed up your workflow doing it properly. Nah, Brent, you doing you. Remember Webtoon bucket paste backgrounds and assets. Yeah. I think that's the other reason why I can't get into that stuff is because I just see all the copy and pasted assets and all the shortcuts like immediately, and I'm like, I can't do this. And you know, that's not a problem exclusive to Webtoon. I like a lot of webcomics were like that. Like PvP Online, I remember would just use like photos for backgrounds or like live traces. That was like a big thing, or just like blurred out photos. I mean, the dude can use as many emojis as he wants, I suppose. I mean, I'm not going to put a limit on it. I feel like I don't always understand the connotations for each one. I'm not always up to date on that stuff. But I feel like they're also kind of like, they mean exactly what they look like. All right. So we'll try the polygon lasso tool for this one. Oh wait, you don't have better TTV. I don't. Is that something you do like in like the Twitch thing? Yeah, I don't actually know how to enable that. It's an extension. I've seen it. So it's on my like Twitch settings for my OBS, but I don't know if if it's something I actually do from the Twitch website. I know I've seen it. I can't remember where it was, but I'll look into it this week. You'll have to explain to me what it actually does. Other than I just downloaded it out of curiosity. Is it something I run client side for the stream, or is it something that you just enable like for Twitch chat, like on the website? I don't know. I mean, it looks like all the stuff is like coming up like in the Twitch chat. I can see it on the screen. All right, cool. Let's do. I don't know what I want to do. Like that. Yeah, this are Twitch emojis, but there are add-ons that make even more of them. Hit ones. The native ones are funny enough. I agree. I mean, I think that's like unless we start getting out of control viewers, like the numbers keep going up, I feel like we're probably good. Although I don't know, maybe enabling it will then bring more viewers. Can't say. Pyru Arts. No, you're not late. Well, I think you're about halfway through. But hello. And the Jupus, hello. I know you want to play Among Us, but you need to hit the follow button if you want to play Among Us. We gotta get 500 followers, and then we can do a BAM Among Us night. All right, you already did. All right, very good. Well, what are the rest of you waiting for? You gotta smash that button. It's cool. It makes a little Apollo command module fly across the screen when you do stuff to it. Oh boy, I finished one frame of cleanup. Now it's time for frame 2. Oh, I love doing this. Yes. Although make sure you're not cleaning up just the very next frame. You gotta skip to, different keyframes and stuff like that and, start with the framework. I can unsmash and resmash. Yeah, go for it. I mean, let's see I don't know. Let's see if it'll work. I can't imagine that it would spam the, follow, notification if you do that. Because it's probably smart enough to not spam. No, not Among Us. I'm teaching and there's one short film group has its name to be an Among Us homepage, and another one unrelated that has Among Us logo. The game is following me. Yeah, it is. But, you have some time because we're only at 354, I think. So we're going to need quite a few followers for it to start to happen. The goal count is wrong. You have 342, not 354. Do I? Let me see. Okay, so I don't actually have 342. So we have to... I need to reset that. Stream elements. Let me see if there's Yeah, well, it's literally from the stream data. So I don't think I had a starting number that I typed in, although let me see. iRelays. No, I mean, it doesn't have a setting. It doesn't have a... Here, let me change it. Yeah, see, I changed it to 50. If I do this and hit save. Yeah, I don't have a way to input the start number. But I can do stuff like that. And that. Which is kind of cool. I'm not changing it to 5,000. We'll never reach that. We got to make it. We got to make it obtainable. Ghost indeed, such a delicious trope. Okay, so I think that we should do like a little like light scene. Maybe we'll do some light direction coming from this way. How are you going about atmospheric bursts in this? Every time I do a space landscape, I'm tempted to add atmospheric perspective, even if there wouldn't be any. Well, there's atmosphere in this place because this is like a... This is a... like a planet with like life and foliage, so it'd be the same. But if you're doing a realistic like painting of the moon's surface, then no, there wouldn't be atmospheric perspective. But I think like if I was going to paint the moon surface, I would add atmospheric perspective. I would just make the mountains in the back like a little bit more faded. And then I would make the sky like stark black. And you could also play with like depth of field and have like stuff be blurred out, and you could do like the regolith on the moon is very reflective, so you could blow it out and have like these like intense glows on stuff that's like really far away, so that you can't really make it out. I think I don't know. I mean, let's look at the moon. I love the moon. We gotta. So if you look, okay. So Apollo like 15 photos. There we go. That's too small. Like there's, oh my god, so bad at, I mean, there's clearly a sense of depth because, you know, we can see details here that are not here. Like we just lose we just lose detail. But it would definitely look, I mean, I think it would just look like a really clear day. Because also you can't see that far on the moon because there are like mountains and stuff. So you can't really see over the mountains. Although I suppose it depends on where you land. If you land in the Sea of Tranquility, you see a very long way. This is not real. No, it's not real. Also, we should not be looking at just Google image search. We should be looking at like the library. Ooh. Oh, sick. See, now we're here. Need like an EVA photo. Yeah, it's like, so like this is like pretty hard to tell like what's over there and what's not. Close up of Station 4. That's like a stereo camera. We need like the Flickr album, I feel like, so I can't click on all these. Well, we could look at these remastered ones. Let's see what this here. So bad at. Oh, that's the negative. Never mind. Yeah, I think this is kind of the vibe. Is like you can just see way too much detail. It's kind of like looking at a 3D model. People are Apollo teen photos. Flickr. There we go. This is better. But I mean, it's not that much different. Like, you still see a long way here. It's just the moon surface is like... See, we got a big glare here. Gives you some atmosphere. I mean, you can clearly tell that stuff's far away. It's crazy how humans went to... Yeah, it is crazy. I love it. I can't wait to go back, man. It's like my favorite thing ever, dude. The moon landing is so fucking cool, to be honest. I mean, I fucking love it, dude. The movie Gravity makes me scared. Yeah, dude, space is deadly. Space can kill you. Space is designed to kill you. The sharpness of the shadows and lack of atmosphere is honestly so striking. I love it. Yeah, I know. I love space photos. The landscapes I draw are usually on another moon, Europa, but honestly, maybe I should go for that really sharp look. It rocks. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to like... I feel like it's really hard to sell the idea of a lot of actual like alien worlds because they just don't really look like anything. Like you have to kind of draw from what you know to make it more aesthetically pleasing. Yo, I would personally love to check out the moon, Iloners. Dude, me too. I want to go to the moon. The moon rules. The moon rules #1. We're going back next year. It's happening, dude. So in like, I want to go. I got my space charger back. Good, very good. So right now, Artemis 1 or the SLS rocket, I suppose, is on the launch pad 39A. We got the biggest rocket ever built, set on the launch pad, Cape Canaveral. They're doing a wet dress rehearsal. I think there's been some delays, but they're putting the fuel in right now. And in a month or two, they will load the essentially modern version of the command module, which is called Orion, with like astronaut dummies, and they're going to blast it off, and it's going to circle the moon for like 4 to 6 weeks and then come back. And then next year, Artemis 2 with the SLS rocket is going to go up with actual astronauts in it, and they're going to circle the moon for I don't know how long, but yeah, I think they said no earlier than May. So it'll be May or June probably. Although I don't know. There's always delays with these sort of things, where they're on a very snail's pace schedule compared to the original space race. And I think Artemis 3, they will land on the moon, and we will have a lunar lander by then. Because right now we don't have a lunar lander. That's like among the other issues with what we do or do not have. That's like one of the big ones, is that there's no lunar lander yet. And that'll be really cool to see. I can't wait to see what the real lunar lander will look like. Like, it's like, we know it's going to be the top end of a starship, but I have a feeling it's going to look different. I think SpaceX is going to do something. I feel like they're going to come out and have some big reveal and be like, oh, the top end of the starship didn't quite work the way we thought it would, so we redesigned a little bit, and it's going to have these legs, and it'll look like a real lunar lander, because right now it just looks like the top end of the starship. That's my theory. That's probably not correct, but I don't know. Yeah, dude. And so possibly 2025, we step foot on the moon again, and it'll be, I mean, I'm losing my mind over this shit. This is like the most amazing thing that could happen in our lifetime. But I haven't really met anyone that is like talking about it or cares. But maybe I think that's going to change next year when we see people rotate the moon. But I don't know, maybe the American population is just very like disaffected and disconnected to this. Like, they can't, like, if it isn't like front page Facebook gossip, like, they just can't, they would never seek out this information, and they wouldn't care. So I'm almost kind of worried that this is going to be like something that happens, and like 80% of the people just didn't know that it happened. I very much care. I've been a spacer my whole life, and I'm not stopping anytime soon. Dude, me too. I fucking love space. Because anytime something happens with space currently, it feels like nobody knows about it. Like, they're not really aware of anything that's happening on the space station or any rovers. Like, they know that rovers exist or whatever, but they like, they don't know when or how they got there. So I'm wondering if this is going to end up being like that, where it's like people are aware that there are people on the moon, but nobody actually watched the land thing or anything. Although, who knows? I'm going to be there. I'm going to fucking be there. Like, I will be glued to the screen. I will have every screen in my apartment on that thing. I'm going to throw a huge party. We're going to watch the moon landing. Yeah, man, I'm throwing a party. There's right now a YouTube channel exclusively covering Astronomy and Space project. You drew it, Brent.
if you like that, don't worry about majority. Yeah, I've been, well, so that's how I know about this stuff, is because I started following all these YouTubers that actually talk about space. I'm so glad in my lifetime I'll be able to throw a moon lander. Dude, me too. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be like 60s themed. I'm gonna find a way to get a bunch of like mid-century like props, so that it can be sort of like an outdoor like barbecue with like mid-century chairs and like cool like 60s umbrellas. And I want custom like drinks that are like orange, blue, and like like a kind of like a grayish like white, like, so that you've got and maybe and like a red one maybe, so it's like NASA colors. Yeah, I want themed drinks. I want to do like I want the orange drink will be like liquid hydrogen and like the blue drink will be liquid oxygen, and then the like grayish white drink will be like lunar dust and then there'll be like a red drink, there'll be like a NASA red drink. Yeah, that's my plan. And then I want to have like cutouts of the rockets that people can like pose with, and then like a dude, yes, moon-shaped cookies for sure. I'll go to Home Depot and I'll get a bunch of plywood and paint, and like I'll paint like the lunar lander and shit that everyone can like take a picture in. So the only problem is that space stuff is really boring. Like, those guys are going to be in the lander. They're going to be orbiting the moon for like a day, and then they're going to do the descent, and that's going to take like 3 hours probably. And then they're going to land on the surface, and then it's going to be like another 2 hours, or maybe they'll even do it the next day before they actually step out onto the moon. So you just never know when it's going to happen. Like, it's going to be kind of like watching the Olympics. Like, you just have it on all the time. All right, bedtime for Ilaners. Have a good night. This sounds like a blast. It will be a blast. It'll be a lot of controlled blasts on the way to the surface of the moon. Yeah, it'll basically be a 2-day moon party, or probably a 3-day moon party. And then, so the other thing is that it's going to be really hard to schedule, because you don't know when, like, the delays are going to be. Like, they might have, like, several scrubbed launches, and they might have, like, problems, and then be like, okay, we're gonna jettison the, like, we're gonna do the descent stage. Oh no, there's problems. We're gonna do it again in 2 hours. And then so like a party that you planned for at 7 is now delayed until 9, and then they're not doing the procedure until 9 p.m. and everybody's falling asleep, and they don't even get onto the moon surface until like past midnight. So who knows, dude? When James Webb launched, I had to explain to my brother that the whole thing was going to take like 3 weeks. Yeah, so... Oh, Zombie Corpse would like to come. Yeah, well, you're invited. Everybody's invited. It'll be in a big warehouse, probably, or like a big backyard. Late to the part snacks ideas, but cupcakes with black icing, edible glitter, and moon cookie over... Yeah, dude. That would be sick. That would be sick. I want moon-themed everything. I want... Yeah, and it would be sick if everybody dressed up, like they all dress like mission control like outfits, and like, you know, white shirts, like ties, and like everybody was like 60s like sundresses and stuff like that. That would be awesome.
Although I can't see my friends bothering to like do any sort of dress code. Yeah. My birthday is September 11th, 1988. Those crazy soda can competition between Pepsi and Coca-Cola, you could use their sketches as a reference to prop. Brent, bam, that could be fun. I'll cosplay as a Mohawk guy. Yeah, definitely. It is 9/11. Oh, hell yeah. But I got a few years to plan this party, so you know, we'll make do. All right, we need to focus on this like background here. So we're going to do like lighting from over here. Wonder what will happen first, animation industry job or the moon landing? I don't know. That's a question for you, my dude. So I was gonna show you guys something. I started working on some of this stuff yesterday. I'm gonna do some animations for the Artemis mission this year. So we've got the SLS rocket, and these are the crash test dummies. And we've got the Orion space capsule, and then this guy, and he's gonna do like the capsule has like solar panels, so I'm gonna animate him like swimming like this. And then I'm gonna do another one where he's just circling the moon, and the moon is like tracking him around. And then I think maybe just it bobbing up and down would be cool for this one. It's a little hard to get excited about Artemis 1 because it is kind of boring. Like there's not gonna be anybody on it, and I feel like they're just I couldn't find any like experiments or cool stuff they're doing other than just testing the systems. Like I think it's going to be like really conservative. I think next year they're going to do like they're going to test Orion docking with the cryo stage, so that like they're going to perform test docking maneuvers. So that's kind of funny. That's kind of fun. Like they'll do like a little bit of this, which is exactly what they did in Apollo 11 or Apollo 7, I think. Apollo 7 performed docking like tests with a spent upper stage, I think. And then I think Apollo 8 circled the moon. Apollo 9 performed test docking with the lunar module in above Earth. Apollo 10 did a dress rehearsal for the moon around the moon and went very close to the moon, and then Apollo 11 landed. So we're not going to have that type of mission because we have like one rocket that we can only make like once a year. So I think they're gonna do it in like basically 3 goes, and then by the 3rd time they will land on the moon. But we probably don't need a bunch of tests because we know what we're doing, I suppose, at this point.
All right, well, now you got all my info on moon landing stuff. I find the prospect of space travel to be fascinating, and then I'll remember I'll never be able to leave this planet. It makes me sad. Dude, you just gotta find some. You just gotta find some liquid oxygen, some liquid hydrogen. You'll be ready to go, dude. Just blast. Hold on. Find a solid rocket booster and hold on. You will break the atmosphere, dude. If you played the Kerbal Space Program, you know, rocket science not too difficult. You just gotta fucking strap an SRB and then you're gonna go up. As someone's researching this topic for a story, we should honestly be glad about this LMAO. Like Brent said, space is designed to kill you. Now I can't even go scuba diving. My body would fail before the math would. Yeah, well, I guess this is definitely not about surviving. Yeah, I mean, if you want to survive, that's a different story. Surviving is, you know, sometimes you just got to do things for science, man. You know? I can't document if I'm dead though. So much first-hand data would be lost. Yeah, it's true. You gotta. We do need all those documents. We need that data stream to be intact to learn a science. We got a new chat from a viewer. When doing character design, do you think it's advantage to loosely develop the character or to get the details locked in and then work on gesture expression? I don't know. I think a lot of people who don't work in the industry tend to draw characters like in some sort of like very expressive pose first. and they have like an expression on their face, and that's not really I feel like that's not very advantageous to like design, because then when you start like showing them with like different poses and stuff, they sort of lose like the feeling you get when you look at them straight. So I think like character designers in the industry tend to just draw them like from the standard like 3/4 view first, and then they do more exploratory work. But I don't know, dude. I'm not a character designer. I couldn't even tell you what is a good way to start. Remember the first law of vibes. Vibes are not constant and cannot be created or destroyed. That's true. Yeah. Luckily, I got lots of good vibes here. What if ever you feel happy and you don't know why, and what it's just a version from another version of you from the multiverse? Yeah, you're just absorbing the vibes from them. I think that could be happening. All right, we're certainly taking our sweet time here. Normally this doesn't actually take that long. Space talk transcends time. Yeah, it does. Yeah, you get a little distracted with space talk, I think. Let's see what happens if I do this. I don't know if this is gonna work. There we go. Okay, it worked. Need an easy way to fill this without having to do a bunch of work. Brent, have you ever been interested in creating your own animated series in the future? You know, that was something I used to be interested in, but honestly, I'm not anymore. I just think that working in the format of like 22-minute network run, like studio like oriented programming is not like what I care about. I don't really like that type of writing. Like I'm becoming like more like watching modern shows is like becoming more and more difficult for me. Like I don't actually like standard television type content. I like a lot of like documentary kind of stuff, like a lot of like stuff on YouTube that doesn't fit that vibe, that is just kind of like a random length. And I also don't like a lot of fiction anymore. Like I find fiction very hard to watch because I feel like I just don't, the writing just doesn't appeal to me anymore. So I wouldn't want to like sit down and be chained to all these story like things that I don't like or care about, and having it be like having to work like 18 hours a day on that. Because if you're gonna have an animated show, like you have to you have to be all in. Like, you have to be you have to be the person that cares the most in order to get your vision across. And I feel like I would just lose passion for it. And I also, like, I don't yeah, again, like, I'm not that interested in doing any, like, fiction stuff. So yeah, what you're saying exactly. Like, I like Vox style motion design work. Like, that stuff is awesome. And I would be more interested in doing, like, animated shorts for, like, YouTube and stuff like that, which is what I am kind of trying to do. Like, the show that I wanted to make was BAM. That's why I made that show. That's why we made BAM. It's because that is my show. That is our show. So I feel like I'm working on exactly the type of show that I want to be working on. I don't have any ideas right now for a one-off short. If I had one, I would probably start working on it. I think, like, the only idea I have right now is the one you're looking at, like, literally. Like, this is going to be the episode about backgrounds. I just thought, based on your EGs and props, that you liked building worlds, and I wondered whether you would ever focus on creating or building a world story of your own. Maybe. I think if I woke up one day and I just had, like, the most amazing idea, I would sit down and I would do it. Like, there's nothing stopping me from doing it, but I haven't thought of anything super compelling to be like, okay, this is the thing that I want to put 1,000 hours of work into. It's all just kind of like, well, that would be a cool drawing, and there's not much else to this idea. The thing that I want to put 1,000 hours of work into is like a BAM video. Like, that's like, I feel like I could do a lot more with that. It's nearing 2 a.m. where I am, so I'm off to bed. Good night, everybody. Have a good one, man. Do you feel like it adds Vox to Spanish political fire? Very interesting. Currently doing physics some work now, watching the stream at the same time. Awesome. Do you feel like it adds value to it for what you created, since it's not entertaining but also informational? Yeah. So that's like the type of stuff I'm interested in, is like informational and entertaining. So I don't know enough about anything else to really, like, do that to any other genre. But I can do it to art, because I know a lot about drawing and background. So this is definitely my subject matter. Anything else I would be talking about would be like, it would just be so hack compared to the people who are really actually qualified to talk about that stuff. Like, I love space, but I don't understand anything compared to, like, average aerospace enthusiasts
And average aerospace enthusiasts are like nothing compared to like the people who do space YouTube, who are like nothing compared to the people who actually work on space. So it would be very, it would be really hard to fact check all that stuff to make show about all that tech. So instead, I would rather like draw something and then be like, I like space. Here's a drawing about space. Here's how I did the drawing. Have you ever thought about being a teacher besides the general play? I was a teacher. Yeah, I taught an online class at CGMA. And then I also mentored a student for 6 months. And she was working on a little animated project. She was a student at my old high school. So I helped her finish her animation project. We'll put some highlights on this grass here. Like that. Maybe like tone these guys down a little bit. I feel that teaching is one of the best ways of passing your touch in this crazy thing called life. I think about that often. I think about the phrase, you die twice, once when you die twice, once when you're buried and again when the last time someone says your name. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely true. Um, I love teaching. It was very rewarding, like teaching in my online class. It just ended up being so much work, and I couldn't grade the homework anymore and like do the like live sessions for 22 students. It just became overwhelming. And I felt like I also didn't really like interacting with people like a lot. And I was just like, okay, you know what? A better way to teach is just to like make one video that teaches one thing and have 1 million people watch it, rather than invest like 100 hours for 20 people and have them all learn and have half of them learn something. Right? And so it's like I just get the scalability of like a YouTube video is much better than teaching a class in terms of learning throughput, I suppose. So it just seemed a lot more efficient. Yeah. Well, I would just, I would run out of, I'd have to talk so much, and I'd have to I'd run down my ability to, my vocal cords would run out, is what I'm trying to say. Like, I would lose my voice after grading people's assignments for, so many hours. It's just not what I wanted to do. It's not what I wanted to do on top of working in the industry. I would do it. I'll do it again. I think I will do it again when, like, if I wasn't working in the industry, like maybe like when I retire or something like that. But not currently, like while I'm trying to like work in the industry. It's just too much work. Definitely like a beacon for those who want the information. Was it their work? No, their work is good, but in order to teach online, or in order to teach in general, you have to give people like really good feedback, right? So I would open up their assignments on my computer. I would record a 10-minute video of me critiquing their work, giving all the personalized feedback, drawing on top of it, and it would always go longer than 10 minutes. So it was like 20 minutes per student that I would make these videos for. I guess I should back up and explain that in this online class, the students would watch the videos, and then they would do the homework, and then I would grade the homework and make videos for them about their homework, and then we would like meet like online once a month, or once a week, I mean. So they were like, I was making all this personalized feedback for all of their assignments and like opening it up and drawing on it and stuff like that, and talking about it for 20 minutes straight per student, per 20 students. It would take me 2 days to go through the homework, and I would lose my voice, kind of like now. Yeah, and it was just exhausting. I couldn't do it anymore. But the class is still up if you want to take it. I gave the class to my my friend Andrea Gerstmann, and now she teaches it. So yeah, you can find it on my website. Or I think I even linked it on the BAM website. It fills up every semester. I mean, people take it. Hello, Brent. Are you gonna make a video about painting from value? I think we're gonna talk about it in this episode. Although I'm not doing a particularly good job of it right now, I just kind of like feel like I'm really messing this up.
To be honest, I'm so grateful for BAM in the early mid-2010s. It was impossible to find anything online to learn, at least that wasn't buried in forums. LOL, my English sucked this time. Yeah, I mean, that's how I felt, and that's why I wanted to make BAM. But I actually did go into all those forums and realize stuff, and I thought it was awesome. I was like I think I was more into the way the internet was back then. But before it became all like super aggregated social media stuff. But hey, I make videos about it now. 2 prospective college classes confused the hell out of me, and I only started with your background video. Thanks. I mean, I never even took a perspective class. Not because I didn't want to, but because we didn't have anything like that at my school. My school didn't teach drawing. Yeah, totally. I don't think anybody needs to go to, at least not the school that I went to. Yeah. Okay, I want to try to see what happens if I like gotta do the water. I mean, I think it's good for certain people to go to school. I have nothing against like higher education, like for a lot of things. They just did such a poor job of it at my school. School can be very, very motivating, which is why I would say like it is very worth it to go for a lot of people. Some people they don't need any motivation. They can just sit and focus and do it, which is kind of like, that's how it was for me. Like I just wasn't getting anything from my school, so I just sit in my room and like try to reverse engineer cartoons all day long. All right, we are getting a lot closer, I think. Okay, let's try to like add a little bit of this shadow right here. Yeah, definitely Peru doesn't have a lot of art classes, so most of us get like 90% of our art education online. So YouTube videos saved my life. And 100% I think I would not have an art career now without the internet, YouTube specifically. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a lot of people. Well, there's just no incentive for universities to really teach animation art, especially in countries where there isn't an animation industry. And in the rest of America, there isn't really an animation industry, so there's no real animation like curriculum to be had in Texas or whatever. So they just teach fine art. And yeah, you just get it. Has to be all online, which is fine. Online, it's free, you know. I feel like this could be brighter. That to be kind of like that. Not me, stuff. Oh, Erica Chow, thank you very much for the follow. Not me, stuff. Like homework would definitely keep me drawing and animated. My sort of dream job is to be a showrunner someday, and I know the animation industry is all about knowing people and connecting, so that's another reason. Well, see, that's a great reason to go to school. Just getting to know people in the animation industry, I've heard it's, yeah, definitely. It very much is. See, what we thought was going to be a quick stream ended up taking a long time because we had to color in all this stuff. Oh, and visas. If you have a degree, yes, you need a visa if you're going to try to go anywhere. All right, let's do, I think, like little, like, I don't know. I guess you could do that. That'd be funny. Make that darker like that. Just, we'll just do that, I think. It's kind of cool with like a, it's kind of cool with like a big, like bright There's water area. Maybe it just wants to be like that. It's like very reflective. That looks cool. No fancy book learning for me. Just give me paper and pencil till I can burn myself out. Hell yeah, my dude. And people to converse with from time to time to keep away the madness. I feel like that's what I need. I need to hang out and with people and draw. When you work on shows, do you work in studios or at home? Well, we used to work at all the studios. I mean, you just go in it was like an office job. But the past 2 years, we've just been working at home. So I don't know what's going to happen in the future. Seems like a lot of working from home right now. I think I want this to be like really bright. That would be cool if it was like that. Is it? I feel like it's hard to find other artists. So I found a guy who went to SCAD that I work with. Yeah, it's hard to meet other artists. I spent most of my life trying to meet other artists. And then I moved to LA, and then it wasn't a problem anymore. Is it easier from home? Not really. It's very disconnected, you know, from the environment. Like, you forget what's happening because you don't really talk to anyone, and you just kind of message people on Slack and stuff like that. Like, I can't keep track of what's going on anymore. I feel like I'm ready for it to go back to... Well, I've been ready for it to go back to the studio for a while. See, now we're getting somewhere. This is kind of cool. Wonder if we should go back in here and do like a little in between lines. I don't know. Yeah, it's okay. Do like that. No, I don't want to do that. It's just so much extra information that doesn't need to be there. And then maybe if we brighten up these rocks a little bit. See, that's cool. Oh, I'm glad you like it. So we might do one more just kind of like right here. Just make this like a little bit darker. Yeah. I mean, you could do like... Whoa! Let's add like a little this. Are you using a mask to do the water effect? Sort of. I have a layer underneath somewhere where all the water is just like one color, and I just selected that layer, selected that area, and then I just switched to a different layer. And with the selection still on, I just do something and it only affects that area. It's just a really fast way of doing something. It's getting a little bit, I think, overworked because I wasn't intending to put all this stuff on here. All right, let's just kind of like, oh, that's kind of nice. Let's just blur out the back. Let's not blur out, I'm gonna lighten the line art for the background a little bit. Hi, shouldn't the spaceship be more darker to contrast with the sun or moon? I guess so. Yeah, I guess the lighting is coming from right here. I don't know. I kind of picked the lighting coming from this way, so I was lighting it like that. See what happens if we make it darker. Kind of wanted this to be more like that. Yeah, it should be darker right here. I want to see what happens if we turn this down. I don't know. I don't really like that. It's just very like... It's better if there's more contrast right there, I think. I'm not going for the lighting established from this giant sun right here, I think. You know what we could do though? Have an idea. Where's this thing? So go on top of the line art, and then we'll do like a big brush that goes like, whoa. There we go. See, look at now the light's like coming over. So why can't we? Now the character is like Oh my god, there's so much glow. Yeah, I think it's like a planet. Yeah, that's cool. Now there's like a glow. That looks fun. I like that a lot. I'll add a couple more glows right here. And then maybe, okay, this is like way too overkill. I didn't mean to, this is supposed to be like, not actually that detailed. It's just supposed to sell the idea of it. Yeah, we were just overtaken by the flow of this whole thing. That's okay. This is going to be the last one in the series. And we want this one to be kind of fun. There we go. I don't know. So after this, I don't know when the next band video is coming out. So after I finish this, like, which I think we're going to be done like tonight, I have to write the script, and then Max has to read the script, and then we have to shoot it, and then I have to edit it, and that could take a long time, but the artwork will be done at least. Well, I don't think Max is growing his hair back. Max really felt like he was going bald, so he just was like, I'm cutting all my hair off, I'm not going to experience this. Yeah, so that's definitely not happening. Where's my glow? So we take this, and then we do another, we'll do another glow like right here. Oh, we need glows like here. Okay, no more glow after this. I feel like this is too much glow. Gotta turn this down. This is too much. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good here. We should not do any more. File, save as Spaceship v2. All right. Out of curiosity, what school did you attend and what made it so good? So I just went to a state school. I went to Texas State University, which has a fine arts department. But fine arts is like not animation. And it's like a school in the middle of nowhere in Texas with like a bunch of burnt out South Austin hippies who like aspire to be like Yoko Ono types, teaching not drawing to students who don't want to draw. So I mean, there's just no like, there's just nothing critical that you can learn from there in terms of like a drawing skill set. So my time there was just spent like dealing with performance, like really lazy performance artists, and like a lot of art history classes for like modern and postmodern art. So I have like a degree in like postmodern art history, which is like, you know, the stupid kind of like bullshit art that you see in like museums that you're just like, I hate this. Anyone could do this. And yeah, I mean, no one did art there. It was just like you go and you just sit in critiques for like 3 hours and like listen to why like a student like defend, banana tape. I mean, that was what was there. It was like people stuffing toasters with construction paper and then trying to defend it for like 90 minutes. Like, yeah, it was terrible. I like aspects of art history. Like, I think that it is very interesting learning about certain art history. Like, I loved like the Renaissance stuff, but it is very like academic and like definitely a waste of time. Like, when that time that you're spending in college is like very precious, and you need to be spending that like working on your craft to be forced to take like 2 or more art history classes a semester that are like end up being like the most important part of your education, that you have to like write papers for. And like in my art history class, it was full of people who were like, they didn't want to teach art history. They wanted to teach modern art history. They wanted to get into modern and postmodern as soon as possible. So they were like, okay. There was the Renaissance, and Michelangelo did this. Okay. Now we can talk about Marcel Duchamp, and now we can talk about Yoko Ono. I'm so excited. Let me tell you guys about Damien Hirst and Jeff Koons. Okay, here is the good stuff, and then it was just like so much of that for like years. And you guys probably don't even know who those names are, because it wouldn't tell you about this stuff if you were like went to Cal Arts or something. Yeah, I mean, I was also full of people that were like they had already decided that they weren't going to be artists. Like their art, like they were so bad at drawing, and they knew that there was not going to be any like thing for them. So they were also getting their education major. So it was full of like substitute teacher types who were really, really bad at drawing, and then overstressed because they were also getting their education major so that they could teach drawing but be really bad at it. So it's definitely like like a cycle. Like, you were bad, so you got a teaching degree so that you could get paid to be bad, to be a bad teacher, like, or just continue going back to education school. It was very crazy. All right, I feel like I was trying to get out. I wanted to switch schools. I wanted to go to a design school like Art Center or Cal Arts, but I inevitably just started getting work doing graphic design stuff and spot illustration for websites and animation online. That it just became not worth it for me to like try to like make a crazy portfolio and like move to LA to like pay for Cal Arts, which I couldn't afford. Like, I could afford this school. It wasn't like going to this school was cheap. I think my classes were like $3,000 a semester, and I would fill out the FAFSA loan, and I would get $1,500 worth of like FAFSA like loan money, and so my tuition was $1,500 a semester, which I could work off at my various jobs. So I could easily afford school. I paid for school. My parents helped me with the first semester, and then I paid for everything else after that by myself. And then so yeah, that's why I kept going, is just because I could pay for it. It wasn't like I knew I could do it myself. I loved art history because it spoke about much of human development in our time and how our observation of the world evolved us around. It was quite a journey. Yeah, I think that all that stuff was interesting. It had all this anthropology element to it that was like really interesting. I definitely don't regret learning about any of that stuff. I thought all that stuff was amazing, learning about ancient cultures and stuff like that. Okay. I said I wasn't going to do any more, but here we are. All right, guys, I think... What is going on up here? What is that? All right. We've done it, guys. We've got a background. This is our final background for the background episode, I think. I went to school for computer science, but filled my schedule art class. Best experience ever. I mean, that sounds fun too. I originally was going to be a computer science major. All right, guys. Background. How long have we been on? 3:11. Oh wow, and it's being a normal stream. Okay, let's look at all of them. Let's look at all of the backgrounds that we've done. Well, I guess that I've done. You guys have been here for the journey. Okay, we have... Okay, here we go. We got, we'll start with the first one. We've got our donut shop. Very cool for our little character right here. There he is. We've got the thief guy in our little medieval village. Very Skyrim inspired. And now we've got the last girl in our kind of like No Man's Sky-esque alien world. We got everything. We got Grand Theft Auto, we got Skyrim, we got No Man's Sky. These are all the games. I feel like all my backgrounds are video game inspired, I think. They weren't intended to be, but that's kind of, I feel like they have these kind of vibes. Hell yeah. All right, guys. Well, thank you much for tuning in. I don't think... Oh, let me stop the other recording. There we go. Okay, I don't think we will do another background stream unless I need to fix something, but it's going to be kind of boring to watch me just adjust something small. And I don't know, maybe Max will give me some notes on this or something, and he'll want some change that will take me like 3 hours, and then I will live stream that because it will be content. But I think we did good here. After this, time to write the script, baby. And then we will have a BAM episode. All right, well, thank you guys for tuning in. Everybody was awesome today. We actually had a really good chat, I feel like. We got to talk about space. We got to talk about my moon landing party. We got to talk about art school. And, you know, the stream did not break, which is really important because OBS broke pretty badly last time after the stream, but it's all working. Yes, thank you, Milk51, for tuning in. It was a fun class. Thank you, Zombie Corpse, and everybody else. Yonami, all my dudes and dudettes in the chat. Bishop Bear, Yahoo. All right, cool. Well, with that said, I will see you guys in the next one. Maybe, okay, you know what? Maybe I'll stream like just personal art after this, because I've got some animations I want to work on that are just they're not BAM related. But I'll title the stream like that it's not going to be BAM. Or maybe just video games. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one.